Hey, how we doing? A couple minutes late, you know. I seem to be, fashionably late these days. How's everyone doing? Oh, been a manic. Oh, I didn't finish putting the advert for this out till like must have been gone 12 o'clock. In fact, it might be later than that even. Nightmare. But there you are. I'm here. How is everybody? We got Matamble in first by the looks of it. Morning, Joe. Or morning there, afternoon here. Rob Titheridge is in. Hi, Rob. Let me just get my chat back up again. Oh, that jumped a little bit. Aaron's in. Hi, Aaron. Danish. Rob's radio channel. Cyberflyer. Timothy. Yeah, a bit of a late lunch, unfortunately, and I didn't realise that my batteries were flat on the microphone, so hopefully it's all right. It looks okay. Mac Vision iMac. Cyberflyer. Michael Hyde on Michael. Afternoon, Nick. Cold and damp Stroud. Yeah, it's looking like that here. Just been informed that all our drains are blocked, so that's a job for me tonight, to get out and have a look at the drains. Lovely. Brett Ski. Hi, Brett. Mike Cass. Hi, Mike. John Hudson. Hi, John. Looking forward to Christmas. Yeah, I've sort of put my head together yesterday and tried to work out the Christmas streams. So I got something scribbled down, something we can work with anyway. Benji's there. Hi, Benji. Who else we got? Ivan's there. Hi, Ivan. Peter Carter. Hi, Peter. Multi's in. 80. Gier. -8. Mr. Laser Sound. How are you, mate? Dave Rhodes. Hi, Dave. We haven't seen that video monkey for a long time. Where's Graham disappeared to then? Hopefully he's all okay. He's one of my long-term patrons, so I must send him a message. I haven't seen him in the chat for quite some time. Maybe he's just having a little lurk. You never know. See, I thought today we'd just have a bit of a get-together, really. I can rabbit on for ages about a load of rubbish, and you can listen. But no, I've got a couple things we could look at if we got time. I've got the Pro 80 that's a bit poorly, with missing voltages, that we discussed briefly last week, and I've got another SW55 in that's totally not working, and I think there's even signs of electrolyte leakage out the front panel of this one, so this could be a bit of a basket case. Hi, Gavin, how are you? So yeah, I've got somewhere here. I've got my schedule of what's happening on what days. Well, potentially OneDrive, Christmas 2023. This folder is empty. Well, it wasn't empty because I put it in my thing yesterday. Oh no, where's that gone to then? Where did that go to? I spent yesterday going over every day and looking at when I was available and what days what was on, and it just hasn't come through here at all. That's a bit of a pain in the bum, isn't it? Oh, hang on, no, it has come through. It's come through as a PDF. Ah, here we go. Yes, got it. Steve O'Blokey, how you doing, mate? It won't let me get off of that now. Get off. Just a brief stop by. Well, good to see you, Steve, anyway. Hope you're all right, mate. Michael Rigg, hi, Michael. It's Rob banging on. Rob, what's going on? For the grace of God, Benji's okay. Afternoon, Anthony. So I've sort of put together a little list here, and I mean this is not set in stone. But let me just stick you over to my desktop, and I'll show you what we've got so far. Actually, no, I won't. I won't. Let's go and pay a visit to somebody that we haven't seen for a while, shall we? Let's go and have a chat with this guy. Who's this? Who have we got? Oh, hang on. I got to put my fingers up his bum. Bend over. There he is. There. Ooh, he's back. He wanted to just come and say hello today. He's got his finger ready to go in me. Courtesy of Rob from Rob's radio channel. And he's guarding the beer, and the beer calendar's nearly full with 6 short. We want to try and get 6 Christmas beers if we can. I've only got 1 Christmas beer in there so far. All the rest are just everyday beers that you can get any time of the year. So I'm going to scour the shops this week and see if we can come up with 6 more. Yeah, if you can hit the like button, it all helps. Gets the channel recognised. And then YouTube will push it more. Penguin's Inlet. Cat bingo and then get the record player out. What, for the whole month, Brett? There you go. You're going to get Penguin a friend, Rob, are you? So anyway, let's relieve Penguin of his finger. And my glass, thank you, Penguin. No, you can't. He wants to get in the glass. Get out. Not glasses, it's a tankard. So yeah, you know that when Penguin comes out, it's time, isn't it? So it's only next Friday is the 1st. I've got a pretty mental schedule now with work. So it's going to make doing the live streams a little bit difficult for me, but we'll get over it. We're going to be on at strange times in the day. I don't know what I've done with my phone now. I've got my phone somewhere with all my dates on. I'll give you an idea of what time we're likely. You've got a couple of plaster penguins in the kitchen. Can do just that, Brett. Yeah, that'd be great. I don't know how well that would go down. Some people appreciate it. Anyway, cheers, everybody. Good old Bishop's finger. Afternoon, Les. How are you, mate? You have half day on Friday. I have the day off on Fridays, but I've got darts Friday evening. Mick McGinn, how are you, mate? I got darts on a Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So on those days, it's going to be a pretty early stream. Because trust me, you don't want me streaming after darts. It's not usually till about 11, 12 o'clock by the time I get back. All right. So let's see if we can get this up. Pardon me. Now I need to put another column on this for sort of approximate time. So if we go to the screen now, Hopefully we're on the screen. Yeah, we are. So this is I'll just get rid of me off the screen a minute so you can see the whole document. This is not set in stone at all. So I've sort of put dates to things, and I've sort of guessed whether stuff's going to take more than one stream to sort. I mean, some stuff, as you know, it can take like about 4 or 5 streams to sort out. So this is not set in stone at all. So I've got a little Panasonic, like a military looking radio. I'll go and get it in a minute. That we've got to look at. Now this came in from Dougie Pond, and very kindly sent them in from Arbroath in, I think that's how you spell it, Arbroath in Scotland. He sent me a few radios. He sent me a Nordmend, which we've looked at. He sent me that amazing Philips sort of James Bond type radio. And he also sent me this little Panasonic radio, and somewhere I've got the power supply for it and the original instructions. And I've got the headphones for it as well, the original Panasonic headphones. So it's a very nice little radio, but apparently, according to Dougie's email, it's not working on VHF. So next up, maybe the second, I don't know. It depends how the Panasonic goes, because that's going to be a sort of a lunchtime till mid-afternoon stream, I think, or early evening. So I think this is going to be on the Saturday now, so we'll get, Rob has very kindly, Rob's radio channel, has bought me a Sony Walkman WM190. Again, I'll go and get that in a minute, because I know where that is. Now it's the version very similar to another one I did back end of last year. I think it might have been this year. But they used an early SMD electrolytic without the plastic base on it. So basically you've got to get another SMD electrolytic and pull the plastic base off and stick the legs down through the holes. So that's going to be fun. It also needs a new belt. Now I've ordered a belt, but it's not here yet, which is unusual because normally Deck Tech are next day. I think I ordered it on Wednesday or Thursday, but it's not here yet. So hopefully that'll turn up, and that's going to be going probably into the Sunday live. I've got a few Sony ICF 2001Ds. Now these are really popular. Not only my viewers, but a lot of people have got these, and I get a lot of questions asked about them. So I've been sent some upgrades from Adele over in the US, and we'll stick a link for his website up when I do this, where his YouTube, not YouTube, where's the goat gone? Yeah, his eBay page even. He does do restorations himself. He does pop in the live stream as well from time to time. So we're going to put Adele's audio upgrade kit in one of my 2001Ds, and hopefully compare it to a standard one, just to see what the difference is. I've got a 2001D that I've done a lot of upgrades on already, but I might put this kit in it as well. That's definitely going to take at least 2 live streams, if not more. Next up, I've got a Dynatron Music Center. Now this is something that will interest Brett and others that like liking me playing music when I shouldn't do. Getting told off by YouTube. This one I've had for quite some time. I was going to do it last Christmas, but I never got round to it. So I thought this Christmas we'd have a go. I've got the original speakers here, which we've used before for different bits and pieces. So I've got those, but I bought it off of Facebook Marketplace. Stick me back on there because you're just hearing me, you can't see me. I bought it from Facebook Marketplace originally, and I did try it when I brought it home. I just plugged it in and switched it on, and it was pretty dead. It was all the switch all the pots and switches are really, really noisy. So I think it's been stored in a garage for quite some time. It's been in my spare room since we moved here. We moved here in 2015, I believe. So that's how long it's been here untouched. It's in the spare room. So that one's going to come out. Then we've got a Grundy Yacht Boy to look at. Now this has been sent in by John Turner for a giveaway. So I'm going to be giving away a Grundy Yacht Boy. I'm premature with this one because Derek's very kindly messaged me and said he's got a radio kit he's going to send me. So what tends to happen with these kits is by the time I've done the advent calendars, and we'll get to them in a minute, and I've started building the kit, we run out of time. So it's almost certainly going to go into 2 days, the kit. Unless it's a dead simple one, then it'll just be in one stream, but I doubt it. No, you don't want to restart. Snooze. Then we've got a Sunday Live on the 10th, which I'm looking probably at carrying on with the Dynatron Music Centre, because I think it's got a cassette deck. It's certainly a radio and a record player. I believe it's a Garrard deck in it. It's not the fancy one with the other deck name. I can't remember the other deck name now, but it's not that one. Let's get my chat up a minute so I can see what you're saying about me as I'm scrolling through. Hello, Christian. Ken, how are you? Off to a Bali on the 3rd of December for 6 weeks. Well, hopefully they've got internet over there. Ken, you'll be able to watch along, mate. Mind you, you'd probably find better things to do than watch me over there, couldn't you? Yes, I will, Aaron. That's coming up. Music Centre's a popular Sale of the Century prize. Her daughter's going in for major surgery on Tuesday. Oh, flippin' heck, Steve. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully she's going to be okay, mate. Rob, thanks very much, mate. FM, good afternoon to you. So let's carry on this. So we've got the Dynatron. I'm trying to sort of do something here that interests everybody, really. So you might see stuff on here that you're not really that keen on, but then other people will be very keen on it. So one of those things. Emergency CB radios. So back in lockdown, I did quite a lot of CBs. I gathered quite a few. I bought in a few, and a couple that I wanted, I just went out and bought off eBay, obviously not brand new. And these emergency CB radios, they come boxed, and they've got like an aerial, a little mag mount aerial, or they've got speaker. It's a bit of emergency kit. So you plug it into your cigarette lighter, stick the aerial on the roof, and you got communications. Well, in today's age, with everything that's going on, I think they could come into their own at some stage. You know, especially if the phone networks went down. If Mrs. Cruncher broke down, then all she got to do is get the radio out of her boot, stick the mag mount on, plug it into a cigarette lighter, and she can shout away. Somebody should be able to help her. Not that there's many people on CB, but there you are. Then, if we look at this one, we've got ITT Touring International Studio. So if you remember, I did the ITT Touring International 104 for Mark. We took the transformer out, rehacked it all, and did a hell of a lot of work on it. Well, I've got one of those myself, and I pulled it down from the loft because it needs a conversion, because one of the lights has gone on it, so it needs an LED conversion and a damn good service. But they are cracking sets, so well worth doing. Robert's Rambler. So again, this one's one I can slot something in if necessary. I've got 2 sets that I haven't looked at yet. at least 2 sets. I've probably got about 10 or 12 Ramblers knocking about. But I haven't got any of the early ones because I seem to keep restoring them and selling them on. So, but I've definitely got an early and a later one to look at. I've got ICOM IC735. Again, this can be either done or not done. We can replace it with something else if necessary. But if you remember, I've got a big crack in the front panel of the one I bought from the local radio club. So I bought some metal mesh. I'm going to melt the mesh into the plastic to hold it all together. Then I'm going to epoxy it and leave it overnight. Then the next day we'll put it all back together and give it a test on the air. If I can collar Les maybe to give us a test on 10 meters, that'd be great. So 16th and 17th, Hacker RP18. Now somewhere, I think I can probably lay my hands on it. So I'm going to go and try and find some of this stuff in a minute. I've got an early version RP18, which is the Sovereign. It's not the Sovereign one, it's the original Sovereign. So it's the first Sovereign, I suppose. I've got an early version with the white dial plate. Now they are different to the later version in that the aerial's a bit skinnier. And it's got, as I say, a white stripe on the dial plate. They're a pain in the neck to work on. They're full of AF, I think it's 114s and 117s. It's not going to work. The amplifier is full of really old early capacitors as well, so they'll all need changing. Quite a bit of work. So I mean, on the Saturday we'll look over it. Again, the Saturday can do a little bit longer stream. No work and no darts on a Saturday. And Mrs. Cruncher works till 7, so we can do a bit of a longer live stream on a Saturday. Then hopefully on Sunday we'll get it finished. On the 18th, I've got a Commodore 64. Now, again, some people love the Commodore 64 and they want to see more. I did one, well, about 2-3 months ago, didn't I? But that was pretty straightforward. Now, this is an early bread bin type, which is the one with the slope in front and the beige, sort of brownie coloured case. So I'm hoping it's going to be all right, because otherwise it's going to take up both streams trying to sort it out. But in part 2, I've brought in some cassette games to have a look at. So we're going to need to dig a cassette deck out as well to look at that. On the 20th, I've got the Philips Woe and Flutter meter that Rich, secret engineer, gave me. Now, when he gave it to me, he did say that it needed the caps replacing because it wasn't calibrating properly. So he's also given me a load of files to use to calibrate it. So we can have a go at that together. I might need to tag Rich in on that and ask for his help. But really, that should probably have happened before we do the Walkman up here, because we need to check the speed and well and flutter and azimuth and all that. And then on the 22nd, I'm going to make a start on a Bush DAC 90A for Chris Milkey over in the US of A. He's been after one of those for quite some time now. I have got another one here. I think it's got a crack in the Bakelite, but and it might need another output transformer, but I have got another DAC 90A chassis here and case. So I'm sure that'll please Chris. That's pretty much going to take me at least 2 days. I'm off on these days as well, so I think I break up from work. I think the 21st is my last day at work and the 19th is my last day of darts. So basically got 22nd and 23rd, maybe finish it off on the 24th. Then on the 24th we've got the Christmas Eve special, which will be like the end of the streams, and loads of giveaways. Now, so far, I've got lots and lots in. So we'll have a chat and have a look at some of those in a minute. And what I'm going to try and do is get a pre-recorded video out on Christmas Day. Right, we should be back now. That hasn't lasted at all. I've got one of these power banks, and they normally last quite some time, but it's down to one light. I can't see that because the lights are so bright, but yeah, that's not good, is it? So I'll have to plug that in because I don't know how much power the other one's got in it. So there you are. That's just a quick preview of maybe what's coming up. You never know. Hey, RV. How you doing? Right, let's catch up. So we've sorted the audio, hopefully. There you go, Aaron. I've got an ivory one and I've got a brown one, Brett. But it'd be the brown one because the ivory one was a gift from Mr. Man Cave, so I won't be getting rid of that. Yeah, you're gonna get that 90A. Silence is golden. No audio, can't hear me. Silent treatment. Afternoon, Derek. Just talking about you earlier, mate. And some radio kit you're gonna send me. So that's gonna be a couple streams, I'm sure. How's AD? All right, AD. Andy B. Hi, Andy. How long batteries last depends on the unit's power draw. Yeah, I know. It's not a lot of power draw on that, Aaron, and that battery I only charged it up a couple of weeks ago, and it normally lasts a good month. So I'm not really sure. Oh, you've got an ivory one waiting to be done, Brett, have you? Yeah, they're nice. Pretty straightforward, to be fair. They're very well laid out. That 98 is a very popular choice for someone beginning involved radio stuff. The only problem is it's got a live chassis, so you've got to be really careful what you're doing. You obviously need all the kits, isolation transformer, dim bulb tester, all the rest of it. You reckon I'll do it in one stream, Derek? Do you? Oh, that's good. Because I bet it'll get pushed. Something else will push it forward a day, I expect. It's going to be all sorts of times, Joe. To be fair, I thought I had my phone with me, but I haven't got that either. So let me go and grab my phone a minute, and I'll leave you looking at Penguin there. I can give you a rough idea of what the times are on what days. We're already in Christmas mode here, and Mrs. Cruncher's here putting decorations up and all sorts. Aren't you, Mrs. C? Yeah? You putting decks up? You putting decks up? She's not going to talk to me. Oh, I've got to find my phone. Find my phone. Mrs. Cruncher's down here watching the darts. Right, there's my phone. I found it. Found my phone, Maddie. Maddie's there staring at me. Yeah, I had another thing I had to do as well. And that was, is that it here? Yeah, I think it's here. Okay. Let's get some of these, let's get this up, because this is gonna need to be done. So if Derek is saying that radio kit's only gonna take a day, then we might slide this in on the next day, which is a little box here. So again, I've had this in for a little while now. Derek will recognise this, but I doubt whether anybody else will, and I'm hoping it's the right part. Took a bit of a punt on it. It wasn't cheap either. I think it cost me £50 odd this bit. It's a box in a box. Gonna use a throne, Aaron. No worries. Prince Harry won't get to use his. Oh, no worries, Derek. Thank you. I think I've got it fairly well down the list, Derek. 180. Right, so let's can I edit this? No, because it's a PDF. That's a pain in the backside. I have got Excel on this, but I didn't export it as an Excel file. How are you going to do this then, Graham? I have got Microsoft Excel. Let's see if it'll let me open Excel. Yeah, see, it hasn't saved it. Yeah. Yeah. Strange, it should have come through on my OneDrive. But it hasn't. Oh well. Anyway, I'm digressing, aren't I? I'm digressing. What's in the box? You're all shouting at me. I know. Let's get it out. Remembering some battery-powered appliances to be permanently powered even when not in use. So, I'm sure Derek will remember sending this on to me. Now this is the drive mechanism for a Sony DAB, CD, Bluetooth, everything radio that sounds absolutely amazing, and I use it all the time. But it will not eject. It will not eject CDs or load them. Now, online, it seems to be the issue is this loading mechanism, so that has got to go in that radio, and it's not going to be easy. I don't think this is an easy job at all. Just looks like it's just a few screws, doesn't it? A couple plastic suspension lugs. So yeah, that's going to be an absolute nightmare. So I've got to put the laser unit in there, right, spat. That's a little laser thing that rests on top, isn't it? So yeah, not a clue how to fit that. I don't think there's any instructions for it. So that's that might go in on one of the days. We'll see. See if I'm feeling lucky or not. This afternoon, yeah, I've got the fingers going in as we speak. I only got it partially in at the moment, Dids, but I'm going for the full one. Let's top her up. So there you are. Cheers, Dids. Hi, Thomas. How are you? Yeah, that's a pain. I don't know why that didn't come through as a spreadsheet. I'm gonna have to do some magic here, aren't I, and see if I can get this through as a spreadsheet. But we're gonna need to get Penguin off because we're gonna need some space, Penguin. I'm sorry. We can sit over there if you want, but you have to stay out the way. Look, stay over there. Don't you look at me with that beak either. Give me the evils now. Let me just go and get my iPad, see if I can. Did I do it on my iPad or did I do it on the laptop? I can't remember now. Too many devices. Hi, Coco. Right, Matty. 137. You can hear the darts, can't you? 137.
Lining that point you made a little while ago, Chris, about his 140s column. That's 140.
Germany versus the UK. It's like Germany's winning. Ooh. So there's one giveaway, look. Oh, I've knocked on the floor now. Zoom in a little bit now. Bench is a bit full at the moment. We've got the knob, it just needs gluing back. But yeah, a yacht boy. A Grundig yacht boy. I think this is John's sort of spare set, but I don't know whether it works. But a nice radio for somebody, that. John Lowe to throw first. Yeah. I think John Lowe's still with us, actually. You need a mate for Penguin, Rob, do you? How's the weather been? Yeah, well, we had our first frost a couple of days ago. I think it's Friday we had our first frost. Or Thursday, no, Friday, I think. Oh, you recognise the drive, Derek? 3.7. Is there a special type of dartboard where you play with 6 darts per turn? I don't know. Well, don't forget one of the other giveaways we've got is the radio that GT Jeff very kindly gave me. And if you remember that one, that was trying to think where I would have a photo of that one. Where would I have the photo of that? Would I have it on? I don't think I've got it on there. It was minus 4.8 on Saturday morning, you mean, Derek, yeah? The Yacht Boy showing Radio 3 on what's now Caroline's frequency. You must have good eyesight there. You must have good eyesight. Well, my camera's bloody good, because I couldn't have seen that from that distance. I can't see it there now. A quad board, Brett. .464 meters back in the day when it was the third program. Have same missing knob. Where can you get? You can't get them, Ken. To be fair, the problem is they're recessed in there. That one's, I don't know whether that got knocked off in the post or not, but I'm going to have to epoxy that back on. But at least I've got it there, so I can put it back together. So you've got little station markers under here. You can move along. It's going to probably need the LED mod. I think this has got the lamp on this one, hasn't it? Has it got the lamp on this one? Yeah, it has got the lamp button. So yeah, I mean, they're great sounding radios. Really good. Really, really good. Yeah, we'll have a look at that one. See what we can do. Hi, Christoph. Scored 3 bullseyes once. So yeah, I've done a few of these. In fact, I've done a few for John. I did one for the tent, if you remember. We did a radio for Mrs. Cruncher's tent. And it was one of these. So let's see if I can get this spreadsheet up here. I really don't know why it didn't. So it's on here. It should save it. Send a copy. Excel workbook. Choose header cell, send it with another app. Save it to files. Save it to OneDrive. Save it as just save as Xmas. Chuck it in the files. Save. Right, so hopefully that'll come up and I'll be able to edit it rather than just having a PDF, so we can stick some dates to it, because my calendar, again, I don't seem to be able to sync anything because I use a combination of Windows and Mac. It just doesn't really seem to like to communicate together. See, I've tried to sync my calendars there, but there's nothing come through here at all. I put it on my Outlook calendar, but ah well. Yeah, Party Boy. Yeah, I think Party Boy was just the normal one. This is very similar, I suppose, except it's got all the shortwave stations on it. Bigger speaker. Very nice radio. The Concert Boy as well, another nice radio. Mrs. Cruncher's favourite darts player is Michael Smith, I think, Bully Boy. I think Michael Smith's her favourite. I'm a James Wade fan myself. Look what you would have won, yeah. Speedboat. A caravan. A mini metro or something, wasn't it? Was it Austin Allegros or was it Maxis even back then? Marine Boy. I'm sure that was a TV show, wasn't it? Sandra, how you doing? Been walking Tillipap. Maddie's still got a poorly leg. She's going to have to go back veterinary. So yeah, that's the Yacht Boy. As I say, it's not in fantastic condition, but you know, it's a nice radio, and it will sound extremely good once it's done. There's not really a lot to do to them. But say I've got to somehow glue this knob back on without sticking it to the actual shaft itself. So that might be a bit tricky. I'm not sure. I might have to pin it or something. I'm not sure, but there you are. That's one of the giveaways. Now, Steve O'Blokey gave me some 3D printed bits that will be of interest. Now, what have I done with them? I did put them over there safe, but you know, that's not really safe. So I have got a leg bender and an IC leg straightener. So I've got a leg bender for like resistors, so as they sit nicely and look nice. Pardon me. And I've got a leg straightener. I swear I had them just there, but obviously I've either knocked them off or I've moved them somewhere safe. So I have got that to give away. I've got the radio from one of my live streams to give away, Volve radio. You think I look like Gary Anderson? I'm supposed to do a little bit, yeah. Greetings, Chris. I did say hello, Chris, didn't I? I'm sure I did. You got a 1962 Dansette gem for the Great Western Ambulance charity shop. Yeah, nice. Is that... No, I haven't got the gem, have I? I've got a... I can't remember what it is, sat up there, that I restored a while back. The Lancia, Aaron? That was the Lancia, was it? Yeah, I remember the Lancia Delta. Dial cord, I think it's all right. Yeah, dial cord looks good. Dial's moving. I say I've not plugged it in. I don't know. I don't really know the history. I'll have to dig John's email back out. I think it is working, this one. I think he did say it's working. You got a gem on the bench at the moment. Right, let me have a think. I've got to get the Ben's on there. Leg bender. How you doing, Ben? Yeah, I wish I could play darts like Gary Anderson, I'll tell you. I wish I could play darts like Gary Anderson. He's on fire at the moment. He's lost though, but strong FM stations can be heard anywhere on the band, pushing weak stations away. Sounds like you got a filter packed up or something then, possibly. Leg bender. I just got that, Ben. I was a bit slow on the uptake, aren't I? Very slow on the uptake. Where's the OneDrive? Did I put it in documents? Ah, found it. Yay, right. I should better put another column in here. Okay. Okay, so let's get back to business then. Let's go back over to the screen. So I'm on the Excel workbook now. So I've got my phone here now with my dates in of what I'm doing on what days. So let's put some timings to this, and then you better let me know whether you can make it or not. So where are we? November 1st. 1st of December is on a Friday, so I've got darts. So I think it's going to be 1500 to 1700 on that day. Within that time frame, I was sort of hoping to do. I wonder if it'll let me just put that, centralize it. Speed that out a little bit, make it a bit nicer. There we go. We want it in the middle. Ah, okay. So that's going to be that's a Friday, so that's going to be somewhere between 3 and 5 on the Friday. So that'll be the Panasonic radio. I'll go and get that in a minute, show you what that is. So Saturday, we can do a bit longer one on Saturday, so we can probably do 1400 to let's potentially go for 1730 because I'll need to cook tea. Sunday will be normal time, 1400 to 1800. Again, that may change around depending on what we find on this day. But I say I've got a bit longer to go at it on the Saturday. We might get it all done. The 4th is a Monday, but I'm on holiday on the Monday, and I've got no darts on a Monday. So I can pretty much pick my time on a Monday. I think some people would like an evening one, so Mrs. Cruncher would be finishing work about 8, so I've got to get down and cook tea. So I could possibly do, say, a 1600 to 1800 there, maybe. Now on the 5th, I'm on holiday on that day. I'm on holiday all of this week. But, where are we? Where's the 5th? But I have got darts, so again, that's going to be, copy that one there. Paste. Hang on, where am I? Tuesday. Okay, the 6th is a Wednesday, so that's going to be probably that one again. (16 to 18). Thursday, darts. So darts is going to be this one. Friday the 8th. Well, I have got darts on Friday the 8th, I'm sure I have. I haven't put it in my phone though. Yeah, I've got Friday the 8th, I've got darts, so that again is going to need to be 3 till 5. Saturday. So if we do the Saturday, that's going to be that one. Then Sunday we're going to be 1400 to 1800. Hang on, 1400. Yeah, I reckon that'll be right. So Monday, I'm on holiday again Monday. So that can be, actually I'm getting confused here. So Sunday Live is that one. Saturday, 17:30 on a Saturday, isn't it? So that's going to be I'm getting confused here. 1400 to 17:30. Yeah, that's better. Sunday, that's going to be a long one, I expect. So Tuesday, I've got darts, and I've got work on the Tuesday. So this one's going to be 3 till 5. It's quicker to type it than it is to cut and paste it. Wednesday I can do later. $1,800. Thursday darts. So that's going to be, that's 1500 to 1700, that one. That's 1500 to 1700. Friday. Actually, Friday the 14th now. I've got a feeling that I'm meeting Dad on that day. So I should be back by 3, but the 14th might be a bit of a squeeze. So it might have to be just an hour, that one. 15:30 to 1700, maybe. Friday we've got darts, so 100 to 1700. Saturday, what do I say Saturday? Apologies if I'm ignoring you. Let's just get that up as well. See what this voice was saying. Sandara. Avoid football hours. A live stream from the darts. Yeah, I'm sure that would bore the hell out of most people. This is not a darts channel, unfortunately. Clarkson's Farm, yeah, very good. Not a problem for you, Aaron. Right, so then we're moving on to Saturday again then, aren't we? By the looks of it, 16th, is that a Saturday? Yes, it is, so that's going to be 1400 to 1730, I think we said, didn't we, on Saturday? 1400 to 1800 Sunday. Miss out on that O on the end. Monday. Some home Monday, so that could be 16 to 1800. Tuesday got darts, so that's going to be if I can get away with just an hour, then I will, because it does knacker me out doing these live streams, especially trying to work as well. So Wednesday, I got work on Wednesday, so that's going to be, I've got no darts on Wednesday, so I might do that one a bit later. I might do that 1600 to 1800 on the Wednesday. Thursday 21st darts is finished by now, but I've still got work on the Thursday, so that's going to be probably 1600 to 1800 again. No darts on Friday. Now I might do some of these in the daytime, so these times aren't set in stone. So Friday we can do 1400 to 1730, Saturday even. Christmas Eve is on a Sunday. Whoa, that's a bit fortunate, isn't it? That worked out well. So we do 1400 to 1800, and I'm sure we'll be playing a bit of music there. And Christmas Day, that's non-applicable, isn't it, really? Because that'll just come out whenever I'm about. So there you are. That's the rough schedule. Gives me an idea what sort of times to aim for. You know, I'm going to put a Christmas slide out as well. Today's slide was just a picture that we took after Mrs. Cruncher decorated up the workbench. So Penguin wanted to get in the shot, so that's what today's slide was about. But I've also got to put the Christmas intro on, and I've got to do some Christmas Patreon and channel members if I can work out how to do that. I've got to start again from scratch on that one. So yeah, plenty to look at. If anybody's got any ideas of what else they want to do instead of any of that, then let me know. Any other ideas? But I've pretty much covered everything. I've done radios, Walkmans, more radios, music center, another radio kit, CBs, another radio, amateur radio, Hacker radio, Roberts radio, Commodore 64, Philips Woven fluttermeter, so a bit of test gear for you, and then a DAC 90A. Well, there you go. So if you've all made a note of that, all those times, you can play the video back anyway to get a better idea. I don't know if I can make this any bigger. Can I? Probably can if I knew how to. Let's put it outside. No, I'm not going to mess with it just in case it goes into outer space. So there you are. Right, let's go and grab some of these things. Let me go and get the Panasonic radio. I've got the little Sony Walkman that Rob's very kindly given me. I'm going to get the number of the Dynatron Music Center because it's too big to pull up and bring in here. A yacht boy you've seen. Radio kit is on its way. I've got the emergency CB radio, so we can have a quick look at those. We can have a look at my ITT Touring. We can look at the Ramblers. You've seen the 735 already. I don't know if I'll be able to get to the RP18. I might be able to dig this Commodore 64 out. You've seen the one flutter meter, and I'll see if I can grab the case for the DAC 90A. So let's go back to the bench then. Zoom out a bit. So let's have a look. A live stream throwing darts at DAB radios would get you watching. that might be doable, Steve. Anderson versus Price, yeah. Price got knocked out. He got absolutely stuffed. He got absolutely stuffed yesterday. Price, he was right out on his backside. He complies with the European Working Directive, I know. I'm going to be pretty knackered doing all this, but, you know, I mean, previous years I've not been working as well, but, you know, times are hard, so we've had to go back to do some work. You've been watching John Joe wake his GEC up. What's that, a tally, Brett? Can you download the schedule? I could probably make a shareable link to it if you wanted to, Mike. How about an old HMV wind-up gramophone? I've never had one of those, Gier. I did bid on one once in an auction, but I didn't get it because it went for too much money. It's avoiding it like the plague. I did do a Volvo radio not that long ago, Danish. I'm on the Christmas special cover, the Radio Times. Yeah. Shortwave listening, Rob's saying, yeah, we could do some of that. Everyone's looking to the DAC 90A, and I'm leaving that to the last lot. I think this year has gone really quick. Really quick. But as I say, I've got this radio to give away. I'm going to give away the Volvo radio that was given to me by Jeff. I'd probably give one of the Ramblers away as well. So, and I've got lots of other bits. Derek's given me a medium wave modulator to give away. I've got other stuff that people have given me as well, so apologies if I haven't mentioned it yet. But and we'll come up with more as the streams go on. Right, so let me go and grab some other little bits to show you then. Penguin's still flashing away in the background there, look. Let's see if I can sort out a link in a minute to download the schedule for those that want to. Okay, so this is my ITT Touring International studio version. And this, I believe, is a 104A. Yes, it is a 104A, which is a slightly later version with some different electronics on it. So that's the one that we've got to do the LED conversion and give it a service. It needs a damn good clean as well because it's been up in the loft. That's that one. There's no point getting you the 2001D because you know what that looks like. Now this Dynatron is an SRX 26 trans power. Not sure what deck it's got because I've got stuff resting on top of it. Let's see if I can move some of the stuff off the top of it. I'll have a quick look, see what the deck is. So if anybody wants to look that up, it's an Ether Stereo Dynatron Transpower SRX 26. Just going to see what deck it's got in it. I'm pretty sure it's got a Goward one in it. I was going to do a suitcase valve radio as well, but I'm still waiting to see if that's going to appear or not. But it's got a Goward deck in it. Which one is it? It's an SP25 Mark III. It's got a Goward SP25 Mark III that will need a damn good service. So it's an HFC 31M. HFC 31M. There's no cassette deck in this one though. I thought maybe it had a cassette deck, but it hasn't. So it's a radio and a record deck with the speakers. Goes up to 108 FM. It's got long wave and medium wave on it. It's got a scratch filter, which is very good on these. If anyone's had the Hacker, it's Centurion, I can't remember the name of it now, but I did fix one back along. The scratch filter works amazing. It does take some of the treble out, but it really does cancel the scratches out on a record. I don't know how they do it, but it's very clever. Right, that's that one. We've got the two Ramblers here. So I'll bring those in. I don't know if I can lay my hands on the Mark I Sovereign. No. I don't think it's to hand. I think it's down in behind there. I've got a couple Sovereigns here, but the one I'm after is the very early one. I think it's right in the very back there, so I need to move some boxes to get to that. Hopefully you've written down those things that I just read out, because I can't. I can't do it. So say this one is different than the other one I did because it's got this fancy front on it. I mean, this looks a little bit loose, doesn't it? It's got an aluminium front on it instead of the wooden one, like the last one I did. But they are very good radios. The two sound great. Torn International. Good little radio. And we've got a couple Ramblers. We've got a little turquoise one, look. Covered in paint. And we've got an early one. Fitted with, looks like 505 knobs. R505 knobs on it. Certainly not Rambler knobs, but you can see it's an early one because it's got the square buttons on it. And the later ones had these round buttons. There's a couple of tops missing off of that, but I can rob Peter to pay Paul and put new tops on that one, but there's lots of paint on the turquoise one. Let's have a look at serial numbers then. This one is 25,607. Looks okay inside, but again, let's not go too far into it because we'll spoil the stream. So that'll be a double radio stream. This one is a later one. This is 41,736. Again, looks okay. It's all there. Grills are okay on both of them. Yeah, looks good. I like the colour on the turquoise one. Puts a lot of paint on it. A lot of paint. And very dusty. YouTube Premium. So, Gia said he's got an SP25 Mark III awaiting service there. Your Northern Rambler. You keep getting adverts popping up. Steve's off. Thanks very much, Steve. Be good to have you on board, mate. Martin, how are you? And Battery Maker's in. Bill, how you doing, mate? You put the tree up today, are you? Flippin' heck. You're quicker than Mrs. Walden. We have got a tree up in the kitchen. You like those, Sandra, do you? Well, you can win one of those. RFM3 knobs have smaller shafts. Lend it, Mark. He is a clever chap, isn't he? I haven't seen that video yet, Derek, but I watch all of Mark's videos. They're really interesting. He's certainly got a hell of a workshop, hasn't he? So yeah, they're both nice radios. I like the sort of graining on this one. I don't know if that's graining or drawn on graining. Yeah. I don't know if you can see that up close, but will it focus? Will it or won't it? Yeah. Yes, it's got like a bit of graining on the leather cloth on that one. Say this is the earlier one with the rectangular push buttons. Unfortunately, the original knobs are always missing or got the tops missing off of them on those original ones because they weren't very well glued on and they always fall off. So this is the later version knobs. So I might have to see if I can find a couple of these to go on that radio to make it look a bit more authentic, but still works like that. Because you've got no click on and off on these. The on and off, the off, you've got an off button and then you push medium wave or long wave to turn it on. So yeah, both nice little radios, those. What else did I say I had? DAC 90A. Gavin, thanks very much, mate. For Penguin's Christmas batteries. Buzz. Yeah, thanks, Gavin. Much appreciated, mate. Right, let's see what else I can find. What else did I say I was going to do? Commodore 64. Let me see if I can lay my hands on the Commodore 64. We've got the... Oh! You've seen the Wowen flutter meter before. That's that one. That's the one that needs recapping and calibrating. So that one will be done at some stage, hopefully. again, it does work. Just the calibration's slightly off on it, that's all. Which Rich says is down to, I'm going to say valves then, but down to capacitors. Right. And this is to get Chris all excited. Let me get some of these radios out of the way. So it seems like the old Ramblers have created a bit of interest. You have to say which one you want. Right, let's move that one out there. Back where it was. Let's put them there for a minute. Let's get a bit more off this wipe over. A bit dusty bin. One Bush DAC 90A. One Bush DAC 90A now. It's got the front plate off of it at the moment. And the chassis out of it by the looks of it. Yeah, chassis not pushed in. It's got a bit of a dink in the grille. That should pop back out again. There's no bulbs in it. So I think we pulled this one apart when I was doing the other one. And somewhere I've got the back panel, so that is with it. But it looks to be all there. I think the output transformer's gone on this one. I'm not 100% sure, but I just popped it back in the case for safekeeping, really. A line of little spiky things up there, but so yeah, it's all there. The valves are all there. It could take more than a couple streams to sort this one. In fact, it almost certainly will take more than a couple streams. So we might have to pull that one forward. But we've got a little crack in the case just there. If you can see that, it's just a very small crack just there. That's not too bad actually, is it? I've seen them a lot worse than that. Just looking to see if there's anything anywhere else on it. Usually they crack underneath as well. It doesn't look to be cracked. It's the only damage on it. It's just that corner. Just that corner. What do you reckon, Chris? Is that some? See if we can. It's not going to focus again now, is it? Come on, focus. There we go. It is a DAC 90A. Thank you, Rob. More caps. Graham, how are you, mate? Hunters. Lee, how you doing, mate? First weekend in December for our tree and decorations. Yeah, we'll be popping it up there soon. You got a couple hunters. Yeah, hunters are nice. How you doing, Graham? Anyway. You'll take both, Brett, will you? You're a Rambler hoarder. 100 sets of fairy lights. That must give off a bit of heat, Aaron. Where's the rest of it? I've got all the rest of it. Right, don't worry. I've got the dial glass and that here. I think I've got to get some more channel for the dial glass. You need a plastic rubber channel for it, but let's say it is all there. Now that's why it wouldn't push back, because we got a plug in there. Random. So it's all original in underneath. No one's been at it, which is always good. It's all got the original waxies and that in it, the original smoothing caps. Yeah, it's untouched, which is good. Got a wire off there, not sure where that's come off of. Ah, okay, we got a few wires off. Why have we got wires cut off then? What have I cut off of there? So we've got a bit of work to find out what that is. That's off of the transformer. Yeah, so someone's cut the mains wires off of it to disable it. Look. So again, I won't be able to provide it with a plug on it, but it'll be sold as decoration only, Chris. But if you want to plug it in, stick a plug on it, that's up to you. But yeah, and what I did with the other one is I drilled a hole in the middle of there and popped the mains cable. I actually removed this plate and put a bit of PCB on there, drilled a hole for it and a cable grommet on the one that I did for myself. So yeah, a lot of work on that one, but we have got a Volver. So that might take up a few streams, not just the 2. I can expect that going on for 4, maybe 5 streams, that one. And that's if we get it done. I suspect I'll have to finish it off camera as well. Yeah, it's got all the original dust and muck inside there, look. Big old Celestion speaker. So all the knobs and the rest of the bits of it are all in a little pot, so I have got it all. I think I've got the dial plates actually over here. So I keep moving it around so it doesn't get damaged. Yeah, I did have the dial plate just here, safe, but it's gone. It can't have been put that safe then, can it? I'll do that then. I swear it was just there. Oh, that's the one for the DAC 10. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up with the DAC 10 then. Yeah, maybe we're getting it mixed up with DAC 10. But I have got the dial plate for it. And I would have put it somewhere safe, like I always do, somewhere that I can't find. Yeah, pass. You wait, as soon as I go to sit down I'll see it, and I have to get back up again. That's a DAC 10. I don't think I ever did finish a DAC 10, did I? Well, I finished it as much as getting it working, but I never finished it, if you know what I mean. Yeah. It'll be your bed radio. Nice. Burning dust on the phones right now. Yeah, turn it off. Put it on a circuit breaker. The crack is okay. Oh, good. I mean, I can drill a hole and fill it, but it's a doorbell going there, so I don't know who that is. There's a lot of bingo going on, yeah. The woe and flutter done. You used to repair. Oh, it's something you used to repair other kit. That's right, Anthony, yeah. I might need to do that one before I do the... turn that on the side. Before I do the Walkman. Thanks, Lee. A couple of bottles of finger. Nice. Yeah, that was very kindly given to me by Rich, the secret engineer. I've not heard from Rich for a while, actually. I hope he's okay. Retro will turn it into a work of art. Getting your valves mixed up, Sandra? Yeah, hi Derek, alright? Yeah, the only thing I've got to work out, Aaron, is why they've cut those wires. I think they've just disabled it so it can't be used on the mains. But you need hot. What are we on about, Joe? I've missed something there. Rocco. Hi Rocco. What year was this? I think this is late 50s, isn't it? Are these about 50, 59? Are these about 1959, somewhere around there? Wireless keyboard Danish. You have a video on your channel where you calibrate a meter. That'll be interesting, Christoph. I didn't know that, mate. Dr. Paul prescribing to you. Couldn't read his writing. How's Lee, anyway? You have an up converter and a plug ready. You have an up converter and a plug ready. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Gun in my hand? There's no gun here. What is Mrs. Cruncher doing down there? There was a ring on the door. I don't know. That was better conserve Penguin's batteries, don't we? What on earth was that? Oh, the shopping. I wonder what on earth that was. We did an online shop, and I didn't do it till a little bit late yesterday. I couldn't get a morning delivery, so I forgot all about that. I think Mrs. Cruncher did as well. So I'm going to need another. It's going to be a 2-beer stream, isn't it? I'm going in with the Black Sheep Milk Stout, very nice. World Beer Awards English winner. It's going in. It's following the finger in. Nice beer, this. Ben and Sandra, thank you for the tip. Oh, I know, I was going to see if I could find the Commodore 64, wouldn't I? I really enjoyed doing that Commodore 64 for Nick in the village. He came up and we had to play on it for quite a while, actually. He's got some cracking games. I might have to see if I can find him and borrow some of his cartridges. He's got a couple, well, he's got about 4 cartridges. I never ever had a cartridge for Commodore 64 because we couldn't afford them. Oh, that's nice. First the finger, now sheep. Office chairs, Brett. I think it's set to random adverts. I can do it as like timed adverts, so I can push a button and just let it do its own thing. It'll be fine. If you click on the adverts, it's all revenue for the channel. Look, so. Right, eBay shop. These are us. What's that then? What did I have from them? Some RF components by the looks of it. Right, let's see if I can find the Commodore 64. So wave bye-bye to the DAC 90. He'll be back. He'll be back soon. Well, towards the end of December. I'm saving the best to last, aren't I? Although I tell you what, the Sovereign one is a hard radio to beat for sound quality. I still say that that's the best sounding hacker, in my opinion. I've had them all. Right, now where did I put the Commodore 64? Is it here? Or was this the VIC-20? I've got a white Rambler up there as well. I've got a blue Rambler 2. I think that's a Rambler 2, isn't it? Yeah, Rambler 2. I've got a couple RFM 3s there. Oh, advent calendars, yes. Let's show you those as well. Obviously you'll see the beer one when Penguin's in front of it on the first. Let's get those in here ready. Now one of these has been kindly donated by Rob's radio channel. And the other one is from Mrs. Cruncher, which she got me for my birthday. Right. See if I can find the Commodore 64. Is it there? Yeah, there it is. I've got another Amiga there as well. Let's all go. There we go. Penguin can display that for us, look. Chris, thank you very much, mate. Get a finger on you. Thank you. Got a bit of a backache as well. Thanks so much, Chris. 1950 to 1979, Aaron? I don't think it was... 79? Do you mean 59? Yeah, he did. 50 to 59. I think the DAC 90 came out first, didn't it? Then the 90A was after it. Open University Herald for a tenner. Yeah, I don't think so. There's a lot of info out there on the DAC 90A. It's a very popular radio with collectors. I mean, they look smart. They look smart and they do sound nice. They've got a really nice sound to them. Bakelite case. It's got no transformer in it, no mains transformer. It's a dropper resistor. So I'm sure Mr. Andrew Ausfer said to me once that you need to be careful that you don't use an auto transformer with Volve radios. So worth checking that your converter's not an auto transformer, Chris. It's a proper transformer. VHF Herald takes some beating. I think the Sovereign one is better built. It's got more in it, more capacitors, and better amplifier board on it. It was back in the day when I suppose money wasn't, you know, components weren't so expensive. I don't know, but. So here's my bread bin. Commodore 64, they call it a bread bin because it's got a funny angle on it, look. So it's got memory expansion slots, cartridge slot, oh, sorry, cassette slot, no, cassette, user port. I think now, am I right in saying that the cartridges go in the user port, or do they go in the memory expansion port? I can't remember now. Cause I can't remember. I've never had a cartridge apart from using the ones that Nick brought in that time. But yeah, it's quite a nice sort of like milk chocolate coloured case on this one, so it doesn't need retro brighting or anything. And it's got a label on it saying that's warranty void if seal broken. Seal removed or broken. It says computer base co. What does it say there? I think it's something, either a serial number or a part they fitted in it, maybe. This one's made in West Germany. You can see that or not. West Germany. Yeah, nice. You've got a new router that will allow you to watch YouTube channels in 1440. Distortion's lovely. So let's look at the advent calendars then. I need to zoom out a bit for this. First one up is Santa on a bike. And this is the Wera advent calendar. This is just the outer box. The other box is inside this, with all the windows in it to peel off. But I think that's the same picture as is on the inside one. So Santa on his big wheeled mountain bike type thing with all these goodies in the back. Look. And on the back it lets you know roughly what's in it. So we've got some nice stuff coming up by the looks of it. We've got a lot of these interchangeable screwdriver bits. Red and white, I've not seen that before on Wera. Now these are coming extremely useful. I'm always forever trying to hunt for Allen keys. Yeah, nice little stand. A wall holder or base. Nice. And over here is just a list of all the previous calendars. I've had quite a few of them, haven't I? Just trying to think what the first one I had. 18, certainly I've had 18, 19, 20 and 21. I'm sure I have. Don't think I had 17. No, I didn't have 17. That looked nice as well by the looks of it. No, so this is my 5th one. Mine 22. This is my 6th one, maybe. I can't remember whether I had 2018 or not, but I've got quite a few Weira cases down here. I've only got 3 though. So maybe it's just 3 years worth that I've had. 20, 21 and 22 maybe? Don't know. But anyway, yeah, that's from Mrs. Cruncher, so thank you very much, Mrs. Cruncher. That's one to open. And you can remember we did the remote control car last year. Well, we've got another one, thanks to Rob from Rob's radio channel. We've got some... this is... what do they call this? Rock crawler, I think, isn't it? Is this a rock crawler? Is that right? I think it's a rock crawler. It's sort of similar to the other one, but it's got a much bigger wheelbase and better suspension on it. I had hours of fun chasing the dogs around the kitchen with the other one. I've still got it downstairs, actually. Still got the batteries and that in it. I do stick it down on the floor every so often and give it a quick run. But yeah. So that's the remote control car advent calendar. And of course we've got the beer advent calendar. So 3 advent calendars. We don't need any more. I think last year we had 4, didn't we? It was just too much. It was getting too much to open them all. Oh, hello. Why are Stream Elements deleted you, Aaron? Oh, it's deleted loads of stuff. Was it caps? Mr. Stream Elements didn't like Aaron for some reason. Oh, it's caps. You'll be back in a minute. Aaron was saying that his first PC was an Acorn Model A. Get on. That was Aaron's message. He'll be back in a second. Rock Lobster. That's the Amiga board. And Rock Crawler Rocco, is it? Love Shack. Anyway, cheers everybody. What else are we going to look at? I forgot now. I was going to try and do that list so you could download it, wasn't I? See if I can copy and paste this over. So that's going to be time. Right, let's see if I can share this somehow. Home file. Christmas. Yeah, okay. Auto saver's on. Ribbon display options. God knows what all that is. I think I've got to export it, haven't I? Oh, share. Oh, here we go. Copy the link. Okay, can view. So let's see if I pop that in the chat. Can anybody download this a minute and see if you can see that file? So have a click on that and see if you can download that file. Christmas live streams 2023. .186 PC. I did have a 186, but I sold my Amiga to buy it foolishly. Duck's guts. Duck's guts? What on earth is that, Joe? Duck's guts? What? An Electron. I'd fit 20 for me. Too early for beer there, Rocco, is it? Oh, top of the range. Mad Max, okay. Yeah, you used to be able to buy them pretty cheap, Brett, didn't you? When they brought a new model out, the old ones became useless. Yes, Rob, thank you. Very happy with that. It works, Brett. Brilliant. Excellent multi. You had an Atari back in the 80s. Yeah, I can remember the Ataris. It was always a sort of battle, wasn't it, between the Atari and the Commodore, and the ZX Spectrum was another one that was a competitor, wasn't it? I think a lot of people had the ZX Spectrums. I just didn't like it. Mad Max versus Toe Cutter. What? Bro, there you go. So you've got a rough idea of when we're on and what we're doing on what days. So thanks, Derek. Derek. And Timothy. Vic 20. Yeah, I got one bought for me by my parents for Christmas. You got the caps lock on, Rob, so be careful. It'll kick you out house. Aaron's back in. Sorry about that, Aaron. Amiga 500, yeah, I've got a working Amiga 500 that I repaired on the Christmas channels. It does work a treat. I've put one of those Gotek drives in it, Christian. So it's a 500 plus. Put a Gotek drive in it, so I've got all the games. It's so long since I've messed with it, I can't work out how to get the games on the Gotek drive. So I've only got the ones that were on there originally when I bought the drive. And one of the problems is saving the file. So my favourite Amiga game is Monkey Island. Gotta be. Well, yeah, and Zool is another good one, but I think Monkey Island is the iconic game for the Amiga, and because it's on the Gotek drive, I can't work out how to save it. So every time I go back into Monkey Island, I've got to start from scratch again. It's a real pain in the backside. So, because I've taken the disk drive out, so I can't load it in by disk. But I have got another Amiga here to fix, so if I can get that one going, maybe I could leave the disk drive in that and have it original. Gonna order more finger for me, Rob. Thank you, mate. Acorn Atom, a Commodore PET. Yeah, the BBC Micro was the one the schools all had, wasn't it? A 16K Video Genie. TRS-80. Now, wasn't that a realistic or something like that? The TRS-80 or Texas? Was it a Texas Instruments, a TRS-80? I can't remember. Paint dry, I know. Some of the old computers are so slow compared to today, but back in the day it was amazing, wasn't it? It was the fastest thing on the planet. What else have I got on this list then that I was going to go and grab for you? A Sony Walkman, let me go and get that one for you. And the Panasonic radio. And we were going to look at that Dynatron Music Center. Can anybody remember the model number of it? Anybody remember the model number of the Dynatron? Dynatron. I think it was an SRX, wasn't it? Was it SRX 26? I don't know. No, I don't think it's the 26. Oh, no. I'm going to have to go and look at that one again because I can't remember the number. I'm going to have to take a pen and write it down unless anyone's got it. I think the SRX is the radio, but the whole unit was an HFC something, wasn't it? I think the whole unit was an HFC. I can't remember what the hell it was. It was Tandy, was it? Timothy? Yeah, that's realistic, isn't it? Radio Shack. Realistic Radio Shack, Tandy, yeah. Yeah, we miss Radio Shack. Are they still online or not? Right, let me go and get the Walkman, and I'm going to write down the number of this Dynatron. I've got to pull it all blooming out again. I was hoping you'd all remember and write it down for me, but you didn't. Right. Want a scrap bit of paper somewhere. I'll go and get the little Walkman. Oh, I've dropped a slipper somewhere. Hopefully the microphone still stays going. That has got a full charger out of the power bank. Oh, stood on a rambler. It's not going to do it much good, is it? So standing on everything here. Standing on everything. Did you find some things in the shopping?
Yeah. Nice things in the shopping. Was that for Christmas or was that for now?
That's for Christmas. Father Christmas is bringing that. That's for your little pyramid thingy.
No.
And your wine stash.
Was that for Christmas?
Yeah. Right. So here's the little Walkman. I'll pop that up on the bench while I go and take the number down for the Dynatron. It's rather a nice one as well. And this is sent in by Rob from Rob's Radio Room. It's bought as non-working. So it'd be interesting to see what's up with that one. I think it's a WM190. So it is a Transpart SRX 26. And what we need is the model number off the back. So I have got some original Dynatron manuals. There's an HFC 31M. Right, let's see if we can get some pictures of that up for you. So yeah, looking forward to doing that Walkman. I like a nice Walkman, and that one's quite a nice one. To say it's got auto reverse on it, Dolby B noise reduction, mega bass, WM 190. It's got metal and chrome tape. It takes the gum stick battery. Now I'm gonna have to get a gum stick battery. I have got a couple here somewhere, one here that I use for my one of my CD Walkmans, but it's something like this it would have had in it originally. And this is a Sony Walkman battery that's leaked. I just kept it because it says Walkman really. So it'd be nice to remake that label, wouldn't it really, and stick it on. But yeah, it's a gum stick battery, but this one's long dead. Aaron's off. So yeah, there's got a lot going for this. It's very similar to the other one I got up there. But, oh, it looks like the hinge is broken on this one. That's a shame. Let's see if we can fix that somehow. But it has got an amorphous head in it as well. It looks like the hinge is busted on it. So let's see if we can fix that somehow. I don't know what's missing off of it. Yeah, I don't think the seller said that, did he? I don't think it'll stop it working, but yeah, shame the old hinge is missing on it. So that Dynatron is an HFC 31M. So let me do a Google for that. No sound again, Brett? I don't think there is. Tandy Hi-Fi, but you just had to be realistic. That's shocking, Brett. Maplins, yeah. You have to take on the cops. So let me look this up a minute, see if I can find some info on this. So it's an HFC 31M. See, that's a different one again. That's on eBay. Oh no, it's not. This is the one, I believe. Yeah, that looks like it. Oh, no, it's slightly different. Yeah, mine's got a different sort of lid on it, I think, but it looks very, very similar to this. I am on the right screen, aren't I? Yeah. Yeah, looks like the on-off switch is broken off one, but it's on mine. Yeah, it's got the garage deck, and it's a slightly different deck than mine. Looks like that's a 2025 TC, and I've got a couple record players. A couple record players with that deck in them. It's not quite the same one, is it? I can't remember. Let's see what that says. It says something like 8A. HFC 32. That's similar as well. In fact, that's the speakers I've got, I think. Oh no, they're good. Does that say good ones? Yeah, that's not Dynatron speakers, but that's exactly the same front on it as the one I've got in there. So yeah, SRX 26 Transpower, and it's got that little, yeah, this is exactly the same radio as on mine. But I think it's slightly different record deck on this one, isn't it? Yeah, this is the fancy one with a gold ring in it. Now these, apparently, this gold ring decks are supposed to be very sought after. It doesn't look to have a platter though, does it? Has it got a platter? It's got no platter on it. What's going on with that then? Yeah, see, mine's an HFC 31. Very similar. But to be fair, that's pretty cheap, isn't it? 39 quid for that. So what if you've got one of those decks knocking about and you've got a spare platter, isn't it? Says it's failed. Well, it would fail. Pat test probably, something like that. That's a bit of a bargain, really, for 39 quid. I don't know whereabouts it is. Up in Merseyside, look. I'm trying to think who's up in Merseyside. It's so Johnny, innit? Johnny Comic is up there. So there you go, Johnny. Could be a little project for you, look. I bet it sounds amazing as well. Buy it. Harvey's in. Hi, Harvey. No, there's no screws missing, Rob. It's actually physically broken. Look, we might not be able to repair that. Look. Something's broken here, so it's had a whack on the back by the looks of it. It's a shame, isn't it? Yeah, I think the back case is actually broken, Rob. So that's a bit naughty of him selling it like that, isn't it? Mm. Bucket full. You're on form today, aren't you? You haven't seen a Garrod turntable since the Stone Age. There's a Garrod deck in the Dynatron. Best offer as well. If anybody's up that way, that's a good little buy, that. But you would need a platter for a gold ring Lenko. Duct tape will work fine. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that then, because it's part of the actual hinge is part of the lid on top. So there's a ribbon cable in there that's holding it all together as well. Yeah. I'll tell you, a man that might know how to sort that out would be Aston. He's the Walkman king. You might be able to give me some advice on that. I shall have to ask Aston, if he's not watching, what to do. Supposed to be very good, those gold ring Lenkos, Brat. Wolfsin, how you doing, mate? You were away in Essex last week. What are you doing in Essex? Down near Harvey's neck of the woods. Up in the smoke, up London way. Don't try doing bloody. Don't try it, Graham. Accents are not your thing. I'm liking the sheep. Right, what else do we need to see? Panasonic. Let's get the Panasonic. Let me go and get the Panasonic a minute then. Nice looking radio this, and I did a Sony that looks very similar to this. Didn't go much on the build quality on the Sony, but this one feels and looks a bit more substantial. So I have got the power supply and the manual for it here somewhere. Sent in by Dougie. Hopefully Dougie's alright. I know he said he was getting rid of all his stuff because he had to go into a nursing home, unfortunately. Which is why he sent it on to me. Let's blow some dust off a minute. With me thing from Ben and Sandra. Me Gitzo, is it? This pretty much just needs a bit of a cleanup. I don't think that the FM will be much. I would think it's just going to be a switch, but I suppose it could be a transistor in the front end or something. Maybe. Yeah, nice. I like these military-looking radios. I see the other one was over on my desk there, but I think I've put it up in the loft now. When Sean came here, I haven't heard from Sean for a while either, Mr. Man Cave. So here it is. Let's make some space. There we are. Panasonic RX 400 by the looks of it. What do you think of that? I have to update my my notes here, won't I? RX 400. So I'm not going to go too much into it. Antenna push. This is one of these. Oh, I see. It's a direction finding. So ferrite rod is mounted in the top there. So I suppose you just tune it for best reception. Interesting. It's got an off timer on it as well. 2-hour off timer. Shortwave as well. Shortwave, medium wave, long wave, and FM. Oh, looks a little bit misted, but I think that's painted on the outside, so we can't polish that because it will get rid of the. Is that on the outside? Or is it on the inside? I might be able to polish that up a little bit. On off. Loudness. DX local. RF gain control. Unusual. RF gain. Volume, tone. It looks, is that a fine? No, that's an imitation fine tune. That all moves as one. Some of these radios you had a coarse tune on the outer and a fine tune on the inner, but this is all one knob. Yeah, it's all one knob. But it is working, so the dial cord's good. So it might well be that this selector switch here is dirty, which is why VHF's not working. That's what I'm hoping. It could be an IC, it could be a transistor, it could be anything. So this is one of those unknowns. Aerial. Aerial looks okay. Yeah, aerial's good. Nice little radio. Say this, well, the Sony version of this was my my workshop radio for quite a while. A little bit of sleeve in there that's cracked by the looks of it. Maybe a bit of heat shrink over that would sort that out. Yeah, nice little radio. I like that. I like that. I don't know what the date on that. It looks sort of 70s, doesn't it, really? 70s, early 80s, maybe? You got a new heater heating the house for 12 hours for £3. Flippin' heck. Went to see the Osric Tentacles. Never heard of it. Brat's a fan. Bongle. What on earth is all this? This is a separate, different universe, isn't it? Parallel universe. You like that, Lee? Rotating ferret, yeah. It was nice, isn't it? You're on Mi Amigo over Christmas. You're on Mi Amigo. What? You mean you're going on the boat? Or am I thinking of something else there, Rolf? Oh, 1975, Russ, is it? Yeah. Same voltage as you, Russ. Same vintage. Voltage? Vintage? Where is the goat? Same voltage. What voltage are you, Russ? Yeah, so yeah, interesting looking radio, isn't it? It's good that it's got RF gain on it, but RF gain is quite good sometimes at getting rid of interference. So you basically can detune it a little bit to do it. Yeah. Yes. Cheers, Rob. No, don't worry about that, mate. It's still going to be fun to have a go at fixing it, isn't it? As I say, I'm pretty sure these have got SMD caps in them. I have got a very similar one of these. I think it's downstairs. Whether I can hack a piece of the case out, I don't know. But yeah, it looks like it's been dropped on the corner, doesn't it? Oh, hang on. Hang on, there's more. There's no volume knob, Rob. No knob, Rob. There's no volume knob, look. What's all that about? The volume is gone. What? Someone's sold us a dud here, Rob, I think. Yeah, someone's been a bit crafty there, I think. Mutton dressed as lamb. We have no volume pot, so this is our. This maybe not quite as long a stream as we thought. Knobless. Rob's knob's gone. Yeah, the old tuning wheel. Oh dear. I wonder what else is missing from inside. Has it got anything left in it? Be interesting to find out, so tune in the first week of Christmas to find out where Rob's knob's gone. Rob's knob's been robbed. Oh dear. No valves in it. Yeah, someone's pinched the valves out of it. Yeah, we'll have to have a look back at the listing and see what it says, won't we? Can I get into the listing here? If we go to advanced search. WM 190. Sold items. What does he say about it then? This is for repair or spare, not working collectible item in good cosmetic condition. Hardly noticeable. Some marks. Yeah. So this is the pictures of the listing. The knob's there, look. The knob is there in that picture. This is not the same. This is not the same Walkman. So you can't see the broken bit there. That serial number 13359. Oh, they've given us the wrong one, Rob. I think, assuming that this is the one that you bought, Rob. I don't know. Maybe there's another one. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong listing. Is this the right listing, Rob? I don't know. The serial number on this one is 237816. Maybe I've got the wrong one. I mean, this is ended. Have I got the wrong listing? No, that's the only WM 190 that I can see. Is that the one, Rob? Sold on the 17th of November. It sounds about right. Unless it's this one, is it? Maybe. No, 1st of October. It was later than that. Yeah, if you send me the link, Rob, I'll have a look. When the listing is lame, there is a claim. Yeah, that's not on, is it? Certainly it shows it with a... if that is the same listing, Rob, I don't know if that's the same listing. It might be a different one. Yeah, I mean, they've made a mistake there by putting the serial number on, isn't it? I mean, this is definitely not the same serial number. You can see the serial number on this one is, if the camera will focus, 237816, look. 237816. And that was clearly 133359. But I don't know if this is the same one, so we'll wait to hear from Rob as to whether this is the same one or not. All right, Rob. We'll await your link. See if it is the same one. It's a very similar to the Sony version. As I say, I think I put the Sony back up in the loft. Yeah, I believe I did. Got a bit of a clear out to get Mr. Man Cave in here. Right, let me see if I can find the pictures of the Volve radio then. I think I've got to go to the cloud for that. Would it be in there? iCloud photos maybe? No. Open iCloud. Yeah, I don't want to enable iCloud on here really. I'm just trying to see if I got a picture of that radio. But it's going to ask me to authenticate it. Oh, we're in. Okay. Right, there's 2023 streams. Ferguson. Was it Ferguson? No, wasn't the Ferguson. That was a GE. Was it GE 1991? GEC, was it? Ah, there it is. So that's the radio that we're going to give away. The GEC at BC5645. Now I got it to a certain level and said that whoever gets it can finish it off basically. So I think I got it all working. I believe it's got FM on that one as well, hasn't it? Yes, it has. So yeah, a Volve radio with a transformer and FM for somebody. There you go. Right. Let's get back to my desktop. Whew. I'm going to skip to the loo a minute. Won't be a sec. We'll get to the bottom of the bottom of Walkman Gate. Walkman Gate. Have we been seen off by somebody? I'll be back. Right, back in the room. Right, let me hook the chat back up again because my chat's gone. No, Rob, just send it on Messenger. I can post it across, mate. If it's the same one, then it's the same one. Has the remove comment button gone? What do you mean? Remove comment, Brett? Let's get Messenger going in a minute. I couldn't log into Messenger on my iMac just now for some reason. And there's no link come through there, Rob. If you pop the link across on Messenger, I'll paste it in. If it's the same one, then yeah, he sent you the wrong Walkman there, so you need to send him a message. Yeah, I think he's probably, this is his part set, and he sent the wrong one, Rob, maybe. I don't know. Still no link on Messenger, Rob. So yeah, the Volvo radio, the Volvo. Well, we're waiting for a link there. GEC BC5645. If you remember, I did a few streams on this one. I'm pretty sure that that we got it running and working fine. So again, I've polished all this case up as well now. I spent a long time giving that a good clean and polish. The grill cloth's sort of like letting go in a couple places, but someone who's a little bit clever with a sewing needle could probably bunch that back up again. It's only gone in a couple places, and I'm not sure if that mark's still on it or not, but I think Manuel uses shaving foam to get rid of some of these marks. But yeah, you can see the stitching's just let go there and there by the looks of it. It's only held in by a couple of stitches. So yeah, that one's actually set up in the loft at the moment, but I will get it down and we'll have a look over it on one of the live streams. Maybe the one where we do the Yacht Boy, perhaps. Still no link there, Rob. Oh well, we'll have to deal with that off the live stream anyway. Oh, he's got it, yeah. Yeah, that was the one. So Rob's just sent me the link. Also, seller's not got great feedback, 97.1%. You need to send him a message, Rob, and tell him that we've got the wrong Walkman. If I get the serial number in shot, you'll be able to let him know the serial number of the one that he's given us. Is that going to show up? I don't know how well that's showing up, to be fair. Is it going to focus there? No, too close. Too close. Come on, focus. Thank you. That's about as close as we're going to get it, I think. Now, if you write that serial number down, Rob. Or even take a screenshot. If I get rid of myself, if you take a screenshot of that, you don't think that'll come off with shaving foam? Maybe a bit of what's the other thing that's good for getting rid of stains? Dishwasher tablet. There you go, Rob. I'll leave that there. You can do a screenshot of it. Yes, I did get it, Rob. I said that. I was just looking at it. It's definitely the same listing. I mean, you can see it's not the same one as the pictures because this one's got damage on it that's not showing on the pictures, and the hinge is broken. And there's no volume button whatsoever. Not a dicky bird. You wanna? Is that gonna show up? I can't see. Yeah, you can see there that there is no volume button at all. And the other thing is you can see that there's like a little nick there, look, where it says volume. If you look at the pictures on the other one, that's not there. This bit of damage here isn't there. So you need a full refund, or for him to send, well, better still, for him to send the correct one out. You see it's got a dink on here. It's got a bend on the back here. You can see there's a bend there, that. There's a dink on the case on the back there. A dent. Yeah, it's definitely not the same one. Well, you can see it's a different serial number, isn't it? That's the giveaway. Wrong serial number. Yeah, I have opened the link, Rob. Yeah, send him a message telling me he sent you the wrong one and see what he says. If anybody wants to see the link, there it is. So he said 3 neutral, 4 negative, and 140 odd. Yeah, he's not got fantastic feedback. You know. There you are. You can clearly see it's not the same radio if anyone's clicked on that link. Shame, because Rob bought it in good faith. I looked over the listing as well to make sure that everything was legit with it, and it was. It looked a good little Walkman, but obviously been seen off there. Let's say this is the first time I've really looked at it. I've not looked at it at all prior to today. What do you suggest to get that off with then, Christoph? Another one is baking soda, isn't it? A solution made up with baking soda can sometimes get it off. You have to let us know what he says, Rob. Yeah, that's the first time I've had a different item than what I've bought. You know, this thing is he's put the serial number on this as blatantly not the same one. Pardon me. Oh, I see what you mean, Christoph. Yeah, you'd have to do the whole thing, wouldn't you? The problem is, as soon as you start scrubbing anything like that, it's just going to fall apart, isn't it? You're better off just leaving it there and putting up with it. Right, Sony, we've done Dynatron, radio kits on the way. Emergency CB radios, that was the other one. Let me go and get those because they're in the bedroom. And that's where everybody keeps their emergency CB radios, isn't it? Penguin's still happy in the background there. Penguin's still there. He's still there. Right. So I've got two. I've got the Maxcom 7E, and I've got the Midland. I think they call it a Ready Rescue or something, don't they? So I'm going to have a look at these, stick them on the stabber lock and see what they're doing. See whether they need a tune-up or see if I can get a bit more performance out of them. Let's give them a bit of a wipe off. So that's the Midland Ready Rescue. I'm not going to take them out of the box because that'll give it away really. I'll do that nearer the time, well, on the day. And there's the Maxcom 7E Alert Mobile Transceiver. I gotta get both of those in shot, just like that. So I'm sure that'll interest all you CB radio fans. I know Brett likes to drop a CB. Manuel recently matched the paint of the cloth and painted over the stain. Huh. Yeah, I'd have thought so as well, Joe. I think that's just a mistake, and he's just sent the wrong one. Let's hope he hasn't sent the decent one to somebody else that's bought the rubbish one. You cool. The idea, you just imagine though, Paul, if all the comms went down, you know, the cell towers were knocked out and nobody had any mobile phone communications, me and Mrs. Cruncher, we'd be sorted, and I'd be able to sell these for a lot of money. But no, I've got a base station home here, and if Mrs. Cruncher got stuck, I could hear her on this. But she's done it before where she's forgot to take her phone, and luckily, like touch wood, she didn't get in any trouble at the time. But if she had, then something like this would have meant that she could have given me a shout and I could have come and got her if she broke down. The cows herd. So yeah, they are nice little bits of kit. They're of their time. It's the sort of thing you just chuck in the boot of the car, and one day you might need it. Thing is, as soon as this goes in Mrs. Cruncher's car, one of these two, I'd need to keep the CB on all day long, wouldn't I? Just so as I can hear it if she's in trouble. But there are still people around here that monitor the Channel 19, so I'm sure if you give a call out where she works, then certainly someone will come back to you in the bigger towns. Out here, I'm a bit out in the sticks, so. You remember the Maxcom, Graham, do you? I've got one here I was going to send on to Harvey, actually, because he took a shine to the Maxcom that I had here. I fixed one that had a busted something or other in it. And it did perform very well. It did 4 watts, which I was surprised at. I didn't think it would do 4 watts, but it did. React, yeah, I remember React back in the day. Shortwave will be in demand when the world starts to end. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, Brad likes to drop a CB. So yeah, Midland Ready Rescue. Place magnetic antenna on car roof or attach telescopic antenna unit. Oh, directly to unit for use as a handheld walkie-talkie. Nice. It's good to have the original boxes, and these were in pretty good nick as well. So I have got another one of these that I've repaired previously. The Maxcom 7E. Got this little handle, so they're well thought out. And I expect they would have been quite pricey back in the day. Yeah, I expect they would have cost a few quid. So yeah, I thought we'd just have a quick look over those for the viewers that joined via the CB route back when I was doing some CB repairs. A flare gun. I don't know. I don't know if I'd see the flare going up, Sandra. Theo's in. Welcome, Theo. So the only other one that I haven't brought in, I think, is the Hacker, but the 2001D you know anyway. Ramblers I've showed you, Commodore 64, Warren Flutter, DAC 90A. Yeah, it's just a Hacker RP18. I mean, I will go and have a look, see if I can see that one, but if it's in deep, then unfortunately it will be a no-show for today, and you'll have to wait till till the 16th of December to see the Hacker RP18. For those of you that missed the early part of the stream, there is a link in the chat to the schedule for the Christmas streams. I've got to fix a mat for Mrs. Cruncher as well. We might do that in a minute. I can see a DAC 90 knob on the floor there. Right, let's have a little look, see if I can see this RP18 a minute. Let's put the light on the phone. Okay, it's not that one. Can't really see. I don't think it's in there. No, not there. No. I've got another sovereign one there with a whacking great switch sticking out the side of it. They love their switches, don't they? Yeah, I think it's we've got another sovereign one there. Sovereign one central here. Where's me one with the white dial plate on it? No, I can't find it off the top of my head. There's another one there. Got loads of sovereign ones. It is a cracking radio, as I say. I did have one that I restored, but I don't know whether I sold that or robbed it for parts. More likely I robbed it for parts, unfortunately. What's in there? No. It's a radio graveyard. And there's a Sovereign 2. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Sovereign 2. Yeah. Well, I've done a lot of the other thing. Radio I was thinking of doing was a Roberts R200 or R300, something like that. But I thought I'd pull the Ramblers out. Yeah, not sure where that is. It's possibly up in the loft, but I wouldn't have thought I'd put that one in the loft. Yeah. Right, well, I'll pop the list up on screen one more time, look. So this is the list for the live streams. I don't know how can we. That's not a zoom. That's a plus, isn't it? Ah, here we go. Zoom. Here's a zoom button. That's better. There. So that's the first one. Try to stop that. Just trying to click out of that. There we go. So this is the schedule then. I think I'm on that page. Let me just make sure. Yes, I am. So the RX 400 Panasonic first. Sony Walkman WM190. Again, this is going to be a question mark now, but we can still look at this one if a guy plays silly buggers, and let's hope he doesn't, shall we? Because we might have to show it again. Nah, I'm sure it's an honest mistake, and he'll make it right. So yeah, Sony Walkman that you've just seen that we've got issues with. Then the Sony 2001D, I've got an audio upgrade kit in from Adele over in the States, so we'll make sure that we link Adele into that. If anybody's interested in buying one of these kits, they can get it off Adele. Spares for these are in very short supply at the moment, but Adele was a Sony engineer, so he has got some bits. So the Dynatron Music Center was... Oh, get off. Didn't want that. It's an HFC 31M. There you go. Grundy Yacht Boy. That's the giveaway. We'll also look at the GEC Volve radio at the same time. Let's put that in. Plus GEC. Radio. And a GTGF. Radio kit, that's on its way next week by the sound of it, so that should be here in plenty of time for the 8th and 9th. Derek reckons we might be able to do it in one day, so we might be able to do the Sony CD player in there. Dynatron Part 2, emergency CB radios, 11th for the 12th. That's just going to be a quick sort of overview. I'm not going to be able to do a lot to them in 2 hours. ITT Touring, that should be fine. 2 Roberts Ramblers to have a play with. It shouldn't take long to sort those two. I've got a couple hours there. Icon 735. See if we can rope Les in for an on-the-air test. And a couple days of the RP18, because I say it does take a fair while to sort them. So I've got a couple streams to do that in. Commodore 64, we can have a look at that. Hopefully if we can get it working, we can play some games. If we can't get it working, I can pull in one of my other ones that works and we can play games on that. So just sort of darts that night. And I think that's a date. No, the 14th is when I'm meeting up with Dad, so that one's going to be a shorter stream. Then we've got the Philips Woe and Flutter meter to recap. Again, that might be done in one stream. I don't know how difficult that is, but sounds like Christoph has got something on his site, so I might have to look up Christoph's one to give me some hints. And the DAC 98, I suspect this one will run into Christmas Eve anyway. We've got the giveaways to do on Christmas Eve, so we've got quite a few bits to give away. I'm going to give away one of the Ramblers. I'm going to give away the GEC and the Yacht Boy. So, yeah, lots to give away. It wouldn't be the same without a giveaway at Christmas, would it? So I have put a link to this in the chat. So if you go back into the chat, scroll up in the chat, you'll find it. If not, if you look in tomorrow's, once it's fully uploaded, you'll see it in the chat there. So what's everyone looking forward to the most then? For first aid kit and a stretcher. 10-year-old, you would have back in the day, Ralph. You won't these days. Yeah, fingers crossed you get it sorted, Rob. Ham International Jumbo, very nice, Ken. Back in the day, I had one of those. Did I have one? I think I just bought one in and sold it straight on again. I think I give it a tune-up and sold it back on. It's going to be a busy few weeks, Christoph, isn't it? Well, there's a Maxcom 7E on the auction site at the moment. What you want is the one that's fully boxed with all the bits in it. There's some little bits in some of these that if you got it missing, it pretty much makes it useless. So You need the power lead. You need the aerial. I can't remember the other bits, but we'll get into that when we open these boxes up to see what's inside. I hope that I've got it all in there. No, what it was, you'll have to watch back the video, Harvey. Rob's very kindly sent me in this Walkman to repair for the Christmas streams, but it's got the volume pot is completely missing off of it. There's no volume pot, and the hinge is broken on it, so it's pretty much junk. So when we looked at the serial number, it doesn't match the serial number that the guy sold on eBay. So it's got a totally different serial number, so it's the wrong Walkman that we've been sent. So there you go. Hopefully you're up with that now, Harvey. Oh yeah, you got that, Harvey, right. You do have an explanation on how to generate flutter with a signal generator and then calibrate the meter. Excellent. Oh, you think the turntable refurb's your favourite, Lee? Yeah? Early transistor sets. Well, yeah, the Sovereign One is quite an early set. I think that's from. Let's get this one open now. This is from John Turner. So thank you, John, if you're watching. Sent me out a outlandish presentation pack with 4 beers in it. I think one is in the Christmas Advent calendar somewhere, but I kept some out to sample. You've got to, haven't you? So this is Outlandish Brewing Company, and where did I say they were from again? Glenboig. Didn't we think that was up in Scotland somewhere? Birkenshall Road, Glenboig, ML5. Was that Welsh? ML5 2QH. I know we did discuss it the other week when I tried one, but I can't remember where it's from now. Oh, here in the SID chip, yeah, that'll be interesting. I have got somewhere a SID test thing. But yeah, some of the old SID tunes were really good. Commando, I like the tune on Commando. Mag mount, Derek? What's that? You're looking forward to the mag mount? Well, the thing is, Rob, you got it sent here direct, so, you know, one until I looked at it just now that I thought there's something wrong, and then we're looking at it. Oh, Yoddy Toddy, welcome Yoddy. ML is Motherwell, Scottish. Right, I thought it was. I thought we said it was Scottish. Well, in fact, it's pretty obvious, look, because if you look at the front of it, it's got a Scottish flag, look, behind. What is that? Is that a unicorn? Yeah, it's got a Scottish flag behind the unicorn. Look, that sort of gives it away, doesn't it? Really, I only just spotted that. Oh well. Anyway, cheers, John, if you're watching. Midlothian. Dead test cartridge, yeah. Glider Rider music. I'm trying to think. Was it Donkey Kong? I think there's some good music on that. There's a few, isn't there? Mountain streams for brewing. Nice. So what's everyone else's favourite then? I think we got... Brett's got lots of favourites, I think. K40 was a good mag mount. I used to like the Wilson mag mounts though. My favourite mag mount was the Wilson. Although I did buy a Sirio, really nice one, which I've still got somewhere. I think Chris is most looking forward to the DAC 90A. Oh, the Maxcom came with a bat. The mag mount came with it. Yeah, it should have a mag mount in the box, but we'll see. This has got a mag mount. Both of these have got mag mounts in them. You still got a K40, haven't you? Snapped so many DV27s. Yeah, I used to have one on the boot lid of my Capri, Brett. With a Mark 1 Capri, and I drilled a hole in the boot lid. I drilled a hole in the boot lid and put the DV27 through the boot lid. Can you... Sacrilege. Back in the day, it was the done thing. Chris is definitely up for the DAC 90A. We had a K40 mic, did you? Yeah, no worries, Rob. No worries, mate. I'm sure it'll all work itself out. Thanks for the super chat. Are those radios AM or FM? These are both FM radios, Harvey. The 2781 UK 40 channel. But they are, I believe, they're full power, fully functioning CB radios. And I can remember using the Maxcom 7E because I did restore one of those. I did repair one and tune it up, and that worked very well. It worked. It did 4 watts out, which I was really surprised. I thought, being as a smaller thing, it wouldn't put the power out, but it did do 4 watts, and that's into my Stabilock as well. That's not Mickey Mouse SWR meter 4 watts. That's proper 4 watts into a professional test set. That's Motherwell. Okay. You drilled the rear wing on your Mark II Escort. I learnt to drive in a Mark II Escort, right? But that was brand new at the time, though. So that was when they just come out. It was directional. You did get the mount for your Mr. Stick in the middle of your Cortina boot lid. Used to have a few CBs in the early 80s. They're still the same frequency. Yes, they are, Lee. Still illegal to use those frequencies in the UK. The only thing they have outlawed is the old 934 meg sats. So that frequency is no longer usable. Turn the car. I mean, the best place was on the roof, wasn't it? Smack bang in the middle of the roof, but yeah. You learned to drive in a Vauxhall Viva. I had a Vauxhall Viva once. I just remember that one because the gear stick came off in my hand. and I knackered the engine up. I bought an older Viva because there was a Viva like Viva Mark 1 and a Viva Mark 2. There was a Viva HA and an was it HA, HB and HC Viva? I think we used to have, the gas fans used to be Viva HAs. Our gas fans used to be Vauxhall Viva HA gas fans. I think that I had an HC, I think it was. Viva and the engine went in it, so I bought an HB cheap and popped the engine from the HB into the HC to get it going again. Yeah, you're not allowed to use the AM CBs now because they're not made for purpose, so to speak. You got rid of the rat, did you, Harvey? Well done. Cheap portables make great channel jammers. Got the right country, Sandra? What's that? You learned to drive a black Labrador. The HB Viva SLs. They used to be. Now I Vauxhall Firenze, Brett. How about that? Vauxhall Firenze. That was like a sporty Viva, I think. It had like a sort of chamfered off back on it. Vauxhall Firenze. Can you remember that? You had to use a screwdriver as a gear handle on the shifter broken your Taunus 12M. The Taunus was the export Cortina, wasn't it, Gio? I think it was the Ford Cortina export, wasn't it? We're definitely deviating here. We've got into cars now somehow. You had a Viva in Canada, Rocco, did you? Terrible car. The engine blew up. Drop snoot. Yeah, the Vauxhall Firenze was a fairly rare car, I think. Chevette. I remember driving a Chevette. I didn't actually have a Chevette. No, the normal Firenze. There was a droop snoot one and there was a normal one as well, I think, wasn't there? Or was it the droop snoot was a Firenze? Let's see what Wikipedia got to say about it. See, this is the Firenze I remember. Lost style wheels and like a sportier back on it, a coupe. Ah, there we are. That's a better picture of it. Yeah, see, that's how I remember the Firenze. So it's got like a tapered off back on it, and it had a slightly different front end than the Viva. But yeah, that's the original Firenze. But when I typed it into what else does it say? It said Firenze. So this is from the 1970 then to 75. Droop snoot Firenze, there you go. That's the droop snoot. That's a later one, 73. That looks pretty horrendous, doesn't it, nowadays? Droop snoot, look at that thing. I can't say I ever saw one of those. Chevrolet Forenza, then there you go. General Motors. Yeah. Bit of retro motoring history for you there. If you buy a CB now, will you be able to communicate with the old units? Yeah, they are compatible, Lee, because most of them have got the mid-band in them. In fact, the newer ones, if you get a multi-mode, then it's got everything on it, but some legal multi-mode. A modern dual bander will have the old UK channels and the newer CEPT 27 channels, which is used to be known as the mid-band, which is the European frequencies. So yeah, you'll still be able to talk to them. I've got radios here that do both, so I've got the mid-band and the UK band on them. Chevette was the polite name. Use your imagination. Yeah, I can't remember what they were called now. You still have a high gain 5, Harvey, do you? Threw away your Cobra 148. It is a Cortina, I thought it was, yeah. Yeah, you won't get a cheap 148 GTO DX, Harvey. You scrapped a couple of Chevets. Ben's first car, was it? My first car was Mark 1 Capri, so flat front friends. Opel Manta, there's another car, isn't it? That's one of the guys I used to drive down to Plymouth in my apprenticeship had a Opel Manta. I always used to like that. They were sold their rock at the Chevy dealers. Oh, the HSR was a troop shoot. It was the Opel Manta Danish, yeah. Cheers, Harvey. I think I'm virtually up with a chat now. Still got a silver rod and a folded dipole for CB. Silver rod. They were good aerials, the silver rods. 5/8 wave, of course, Anthony. Austin 1100. Yeah, they did a 2-litre V4 engine, which they fitted originally to the Capri GT. Manta guys had a reputation in Belgium, did they, Christophe? Well, they were the big boys, were they? Rebuilding your coal shed. I've got drains to unblock later. Happy days. Can't wait. The cat put his paw through the roof. It can't have been that good then, Benji. It must have been a bit weak, the roof on that one. I think we've sort of come to a natural end. We'll see if Rob comes back with anything from his eBay seller. See what's going on there. Skodas, they were shocking. They had such a bad reputation. I think one of the jokes is, what do you call a Skoda with a soft top? Skip. A Mark 1 Transit with a V4. And they had a Zephyr with a V4 as well. Yeah, they were fit to the Transit, I remember that. Zephyr. Posh cars back in the day, Brett, though, wasn't it? The Zephyrs. The Granada back in the day was like the dogs, wasn't it? That was the car to have. Like us poor folk with our little Escorts, and then the big boys with their Granadas. Yeah, those Austin 1100s weren't great. Off a daily type, was he? In the right, up in the right area, aren't you? Girlfriend loved it. let's not go too deep into that Danish. You can put a twin cam Fiat in a Skoda Estelle. They fit quite nicely. Very good, Lee. And a Skona. Rings a bell. Is that Opel? Hackney. We've somehow deviated into cars. Oh dear. I'm sure a lot of us could talk about our own cars. Looks like the front film is peeling off of this Logitech camera here. Very strange. Fiat Spider. Transmission fell out of the vehicle. Well, hopefully that's given you a good insight into what's coming up over December. Mrs. Cruncher will get all this lot decorated up for me. I'm sure she likes to decorate me up with all the tacky stuff that I like. And I've got a whole raft of Christmas jumpers, most of which you've seen before. So I'm going to be digging them back out again. Cheers, Christoph. Zephyr. Yeah, nice. So yeah, fingers crossed for RS200. RS200 or RS2000? Magnet fishing, yeah. I'm sure we know a few places. Kinda right. You bought a Ford Mustang off her, mate. Yeah, I'll bet. 4 Pintos. Pintos was the overhead cam engine, I think, wasn't it? What did they used to call the overhead valve engine? Was that the Essex engine, the overhead valve engine? I don't remember now. RS200. Was that the rally car, Brat? That was a Kent engine. Yeah, you got it. You've still got a Capri 3.1 X-Pack. Whoa, Graham, you need to send me some photos of that, mate. I'd love to see some pictures of that, Graham. You'd have to hit me up with you'd have to hit me up with an email on us Patreon. Where's me? If you got any pictures, Graham, then pop me an email across, Graham, with some pictures, and we'll show them next week. You might pull an old Viva. You probably won't, Theo, because it'll be just dust. It'll be dust by now. Right, well, that's it for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. It's been mostly talking. We haven't actually worked on anything, but good to see some of the stuff coming up soon. And hopefully I'll see you all there nice and early, ready for the live streams on the 1st. So take care, have fun and all the rest of it. Stay safe. Stay away from this COVID stuff that seems to be coming back, and I'll catch you all on the 1st. Bye for now.